So just tell me when I have to start.
Hold on a second. Hold on. All right. Once again, everybody, welcome to Travology Fast Start Training. Our webinar for today is going to be featuring our Egyptian preferred supplier. He's going to take an opportunity to give us an overview of Egypt, and also they got a really cool thing called the Nile River Cruise. Hopefully he'll touch upon that. And then towards the end, we're going to be having some Travology updates. For those of you that need to get a hold of us, make sure that you contact me for any issues that you may need assistance with. If you have any travel agents out there that you want me to talk to that may have an interest in participating with Travology, you know how to get a hold of me. If you're looking to get a hold of Kelly for training related issues, for getting your CLIA ID process, and for advancing to the next level of participation with our travel program to where you could be more engaged in the process, get a hold of Kelly at training@travology.com. And then for technology related issues, you could always come over to Paulo and myself and just CCS. So today we're going to have our preferred supplier that I'm going to introduce you right now. I'm actually going to be taking a fam trip out to check out all of this in January of 2023. Really looking forward to that. I personally have never been to Egypt before, and we're very excited to have this new relationship with our preferred supplier, Yasser Salah. I don't know if I'm pronouncing his last name correctly. He'll let us know. But he's the CEO of CBC Vacations, and he'll tell us more about his company, how long he's been around. And bottom line, we're looking forward to putting some group trips together, and excited about this new location that I think is going to be phenomenal for everybody. So Yasser, welcome aboard, and I'm going to switch this over to you, and you could do a screen share and get going.
Okay, thank you, Rob. Thank you, everyone. And I'm trying to give you an idea about what you can do in Egypt. Egypt is a very interesting and good country where you could visit and make culture tour. Of course, everyone, before I start, I have to introduce myself. My name is Yasser Salah. We have DMC in Egypt, Saudi Arabia, and Lebanon. But today we will start only for Egypt. We are B2B DMC. We don't work DMC. Even if somebody contact us as a client, we have to refer him to the right travel agent. We work only with travel agent in America and some in Canada too. And our office in Egypt, we have 3 offices in Egypt, one in Cairo, one in Luxor, and one in Aswan. So our guides in Egypt, because we believe that if you have a good guide, you have a good trip. That's why we use the most expensive and knowledge guides in Egypt. They have doctor and they work in the faculty of Egyptology. And I will share my screen to let you see my share. Okay. Okay, we are there. So, as I told you, we have 3 destinations, but we will start with Egypt. And if we go to small group tours, we have like 4 or 5 a small group. I will give you, for example, what we can do. Here, this trip is about 8 nights, 9 days trip, 5 days in Cairo and 3 nights Nile cruise. If we see the map of this trip or route on the map, we will start, we arrive in Cairo, and from Cairo, we can spend 3 or 4 days in Cairo to visit Cairo and Alexandria. In Cairo, we could visit pyramids, Sphinx, Saqqara, and the Egyptian Museum, and that's a very, very exclusive news. The Grand Egyptian Museum will open in November. This news is not official yet, but we hear it from the office of the Minister of Tourism. So you will be the first guys who knows about this opening of the Grand Egyptian Museum. Because to be honest with you guys, Egypt, after the opening of the Egyptian Museum, it will be another Egypt, because the booking will increase like more than 50%. And Egypt already in October and in November is fully booked. So if you send me, and especially the luxury business, like Four Seasons hotels, Intercontinental, and so on, if you send me a request in October or November, maybe I can't give you space. So usually, if you book from my website, you get the confirmation in the same minute you book. But right now, I can't do it anymore. In October and in November, I have to ask the Nile Cruises and ask the hotels before I give you any confirmation. And but some dates, maybe I can't, some dates. Anyhow, we fly from USA to Cairo. In Cairo, you make 2 full days, and you could go from Cairo, like you see in the map now, to Alexandria overday and come back with the bus in the same day. After you come back to Cairo, we take the flight to go south of Egypt, to fly to Aswan. And in the first day, we make Aswan tour. After Aswan tour, second day, we go with the bus 280 kilometers to Abu Simbel, and with the bus in the second day. After we arrive there, we take our cruise to sail to Komombo Temple, and after Komombo Temple, we sail to Edfu Temple, and we overnight there, and in the morning, we sail to Luxor. We visit Luxor Temple, Karnak Temple, and next day, we could visit the West Bank, because Luxor is 2 banks, West Bank and East Bank. And that's the classic tour. Of course, if you go, if you go to Aswan and take the cruise in this case will take you from Aswan to Luxor. You can, if you are in Luxor, you can go to Red Sea, it's to Hurghada, Red Sea, and it's 280 kilometers from Luxor to Hurghada. We don't fly, but we can take the bus to go there. You could have a very luxury hotel like Oberoi, the Indian luxury hotel, Oberoi, Sahla Hashish, Oberoi, Sahla Hashish. and there is 100 of hotels. You could use them there. You could have a 3-night relaxation after Cairo, Luxor, Aswan, and Nile cruise. And after the 3 nights, you could fly back to Cairo for 1 night to go home. The hotels we use usually in our itinerary. Okay, so we use Nile View hotels. Like for the luxury hotel, we use the Four Seasons. It's very beautiful hotel. Four Seasons is a Four Seasons everywhere. So you don't have to ask or to see any review about it. And the 4 stars hotel, we use another hotel called Grand Nile Hotel. And this hotel is, as we call it, 5 Egyptian stars, but we sell it to our clients as a 4 stars. It's also full 9 view hotel. Of course, in Cairo, there is 4 season hotel, 2 Four Seasons hotel, Intercontinental Hotel, Hyatt Hotel. There is a lot of luxury hotel. You could enjoy it in Cairo. Kembeneski also you could find there. And the Nile cruises, we could use, we use one for the luxury business and the other one for the moderate travel. But we use really a very good 5 stars one for the moderate Nile cruise. That's the one we will use it for our fam trip, Stephanie Nile cruise. And the Stephanie Nile cruise right now go to full renovated. It will be brand new. So all the picture you will see right now, it will be the old picture of the Nile cruise. Because the Nile cruise, as I told you, it will be brand new. Everything will change on it. And we will have American clients there and Japanese clients too. So Japanese and the American clients. And maybe German people. I don't know if you like German people on the same cruise or not, but we will have it. So
Yasir, how many cabins are on that cruise? Do you know?
70 cabins.
So we could almost, if we have a big enough group, we could even do a takeover of the cruise, right? We could charter it.
No, we have to ask them first, but I think if we have enough time, yes, of course, we could have it.
Okay, good.
Yeah, and if we have more than 4 or 5 months, yes, we could charter it even if we need to.
Okay.
So we go up to the fam trip. The fam trip, guys, is full free fam trip. I offer, what is the free in this fam trip? I offer the cabins and breakfast, lunch, dinner for free. So again, accommodation and the 3 meals will be free in this farm trip. But the agent will, if you see the dates and rates, we have one from December 9th till December 12th, and the one Rob already booked in January 6th till January 9. And you could also enjoy after that extension to Cairo, and you could fly, because Lebanon is only 1 hour from Cairo. You could fly 1 hour to have a very, very nice farm trip to a very good destination called the Lebanon, Beirut. And if you would like to, I can explain something about that. But let's go to the farm trip. The farm trip, as you see, the prices is 0, and single supplement is 150. The interior flight, if you want me to book your flight from Cairo to Aswan and from Luxor back to Cairo, it will cost you $250, and that's a very, very good rate. If you go to details to know what do you need to book, so of course, if that's the first time for you in Egypt, you can't fly to Egypt without to see the pyramids. So there is 3 nights Cairo with $490 per person. Includes 3 nights hotel, guiding, transportation, entrance fees, lunches, and so on. Include everything. And for the single one, cost $858. If you need any extra night in Cairo, pre or post the trip, it will cost you $60. And Abu Simbel trip with the bus, because this trip it takes like 8 hours, 3 hours to go there. We fly very early. We don't fly. We take the bus very early morning at 4 o'clock, and we take like 3 hours, 3 good Egyptian hours. And just don't ask me what that means, because it's 3 Egyptian hours. And there we spent 2 hours to visit the temple of Abu Simbel there. And for your information, 90% of your clients will ask you about Abu Simbel temple. So you have to see it, because it's one of the highlights. But of course, I can't push you because of the bus trip. So I put it an optional with $150 per person. There is a hot air balloon. It costs normally $150, but for the travel agent, it's $100 per trip. And you could bring one of your family, like your father, your mother, your sister, your wife, your husband, and so on, and pay only $100 supplement for non-travel agent for the cruise. So the last thing, as I told you, I give you a cruise with accommodation and meals for free. But of course, there is always, when you get a cruise, there is a cruise shore excursion. And the cruise shore excursion, it will cost you $250 per person. The good news that you could enjoy this fun trip, but the bad news is we have really very, very limited spaces. So if you book today, tomorrow, maybe you could have a space, or it will be closed very soon. So you have to find out if you can join us. So 3 nights cruise. After the 3 nights cruise, there is 3 nights Cairo extension, and after that too, there is another fun trip. It starts on the same day we finish the 3 nights extension Cairo for 4 nights Lebanon, and cost about maybe $400 with accommodation, tours, entrance fees, everything together. And Lebanon, it's not because I have this destination in my DMC, but really Lebanon is a very, very good destination where you could spend very good time. The best food in the Middle East, you could have it in Lebanon, not in Saudi Arabia, not in Egypt, but in Lebanon, because Lebanon is very famous with a very good Middle East food. So if you have any questions, you could ask me. I think I finished whatever I want to say, and Rob can take over.
Yeah, so thank you. Can you tell us a little bit about security? That's typically one of the things that a lot of people get a little concerned about.
Okay, can I start?
Yeah, go ahead and talk about security.
Okay, so for the American guys, really security is very, very, very important for us. Before you come, 1 week before you come, we have to send our police department a report about everything, with timing, with details, with guide name, with car numbers, with everything. We have to send them because they send them a convoy, and the convoy go with us all the time. When we make tours, they leave us only when we go to our rooms. So, and the convoys, it will be, and also we'll have one of them at our bus all the time, plus the convoy behind us, and for the bus, in front of the bus. So, and Egypt, guys, really, it's not because of my country, but Egypt is very secure. You could go at the street 24 hours without any problems. People there are very welcoming for foreigners. They love foreigners, and they will ask you all the time, do you want to have tea? Do you want to have some water? Do you want to eat with us? And they are really very kind. So of course, because you can't find such things in America, you will afraid. No, you don't have to afraid from our people.
Okay. Another question we get, is there any Middle Eastern customs that have to be followed, such as wearing a headscarf or pants for women and things like that?
It will be I can't say yes, but it will be better if you if women have bands with them all the time. It will be easy for them and for the Egyptian too. But you could, يعني normally, you could have whatever you want to have. But when we go inside any mosque, you just have to cover your hair with any scarf. So that's it.
Okay, very good. Well, I don't know if anybody has any questions. I don't see any questions that popped up. So if there's no questions, we want to thank you, Yasser, for joining us today and giving us a more overview of Egypt. And we're going to be looking at bringing some business, and we're also going to be looking at potentially seeing if we have any agents that are going to be interested and qualified with our company to be able to go maybe on the January fam trip that I'm going to be going on. So since there may be one question, stand by a second. It says, explain bringing the spouse. So if someone wants to go on the fam with us in January and they want to bring a spouse, what are the additional costs for the spouse other than the airline ticket?
So it's only $100 for the cruise.
Okay, so $100 for the cruise and then the $250 for the airline ticket, right?
Yes, of course.
Okay, perfect. Is there any other questions? Going once, going twice. January dates. What are the January dates? You say again?
From 6th of January till 9th.
Yes, 6th through the 9th. And then
no, just that.
You would fly into Cairo, right?
Yes.
Okay. So we'll provide everybody the details on this trip. But we want to make sure, obviously, that we're confirming that you're qualified to go on this FAM, and we'll share more about how that'll work in just a couple of minutes. All right, any other questions? All right, Yasser, thank you so much. I'll be touching base with you next week and looking forward to bringing groups to you. We have a big group that we'll be bringing in December of 2023, but we also will hopefully have some more groups before that.
Okay, thank you so much.
All right, thank you so much, sir. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, thanks everybody for participating with that. Now I'm going to kind of switch gears real quick and go over to Kelly for her announcements. Kelly, did you want to jump in on this?
Yes. Hello, everyone, and welcome. Today we wanted to just do some congratulations to Patty Bug, Jonathan Dallog, I hope I'm saying that right, Roger Zilak, and Michaela Friadas for completing your Taking Off in Travel courses. Congratulations, guys. We love that you're getting in there and getting this training done and showing that initiative and enthusiasm. Good job, guys. You will be receiving in the next week a completion certificate from us. So just again, wanted to say thank you for getting in there, getting that training done, and congratulations on successfully completing it. Also wanted to do just have some tips from Kelly. One of the things that I wanted to let you all know is new training modules will be out on Tuesday. So if you go into your advanced training, you can actually find some new modules out Tuesday. So be on the lookout for that. And a couple of other things I just wanted to talk to you about as well. When you have your customers asking you to plan a trip for them, I'm sure you've all had that experience, right? Everybody's like, plan my trip. Well, currently, most of you are only doing marketing of travel. So you're basically marketing your website. So just wanted to give you a couple of tips about that. You have somebody that reaches out and says, will you plan my trip for me? Well, the answer to that is I am currently only marketing my website. I am not quite a planner yet. So if you would like to go to my website, you can go on to the you can actually use, let me see here, you can actually go to the form High Touch and click on any one of those forms there and have them complete a form. This form allows this request to be submitted. And essentially what will happen is you're going to split commissions with your actual planner. So this will get, you'll see it, you'll be able to actually see that this has been submitted. It's going to go into our quote request portal, and then it'll be assigned to an actual planner. That planner will book the travel, get it all taken care of for you. And then once travel is completed and commission is issued, you're going to get part of that commission. So how do you market your travel? This is really, really important, guys, because there are lots of great resources out there to you. TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Insta, all of those resources are available to you. I will caution you, don't overdo it, because Facebook will think their algorithms get a little picky and then they start trying to block them. So just be careful how you do it. But I mean, get on TikTok, make videos about how you're doing this great new adventure and how you want them to join you on your adventure, and look for ways to be engaging and get people excited about what you're doing. So highly recommend that you're getting yourself a social media presence, because that's where it's at. Now, also, you can also do, when you're thinking about how you want to do your travel business, some of the things that I highly recommend, there's a great article in our training, advanced training, called Special Interest Travel Niche Market. If you've never thought about specific niches where you want to actually build your business, check out that article. It gives you some great insight. Some people like to sell cruises exclusively. Some people like to look for a market. I was a baseball mom. You know, I love baseball. My goal in life is to actually go to every one of the baseball parks. That's what I want to do. I'm at 9, have a few more to go, but something like that is actually a really good market to actually, you know, build your business on. And if you have a group of people that you're really interested in, you know, going after, think about a niche market. And so those are some of the things I just wanted to talk to you guys about today. And again, congratulate our people that have finished up the training. And that's all I have. Back to you, Rob. Y'all have a great day.
All right, thank you, Kelly, for that. Real quick, I want to share with you what Kelly was talking about. You know, you have your sub URL. In this case, we're going to use Kelly's as an example, kelly.travology.com. When you come in here, obviously, this is where your customer is going to register here to create an account. When they create an account, this is going to be tied in with you. So when they create the account, they're tied with you. They cannot come to Travology directly. They can't bypass you. They have to go to your website every time. So once they've registered, they now come back to your same sub URL each time. You can place that sub URL on a website, on your social media, whatever you want to do to drive traffic. Also, you want to send out those hotel savers, your physical hotel saver cards. You want to get those out. But this will provide the instruction. Make sure you put your bio and your picture up on your platform. This is your B2C website, right? So this provides the ability for your customers to come in, learn a little about you, maybe talk about your passion, about why you're in the travel industry. Even if you don't have a lot of experience, they're going to want to know your interest, right? And then we provide a little overview of what the customer can expect. And then this is where they come into their platform. So this is the high touch section. So you can see here, if they're looking to do a customized cruise, something that they can't book online, because remember, you got a cruise booking engine on your platform. Group concierge. So if they're looking to book a cruise, note that when they complete this, we also require $75 non-refundable service fees. So this gets rid of the looky-loos, because it takes a lot of time to do a group. So once again, if they do a group, whenever you book a group, not only is there a contract created, but there's deposits that are always required for a group. So when we do the $75 fee, that $75 fee gets applied to the first deposit. If they decide that they're not going to go forward with that, then that's retained as our service fee. And then you still get a little piece of that service fee. You get 30% of the service fee if they don't do anything. And then the rest of it goes to the person that actually did the work in putting that group together. Groups take a lot of work, everybody. Just understand groups are something you just don't go online and look something up real quick. You got to actually contact your suppliers. There's a lot of moving parts. And for those of you that are going to be involved in the booking process, contact vendors and suppliers. You're going to be trained on all that through Kelly. Kelly has a whole training program on that. This is vacation and adventure, meaning, you know, let's say a ski trip or a scuba diving trip or something that's more unique than just booking a resort online, major vacation, something. Bottom line, this is where you just can't book online, right? Or some of the people that just flat out don't have that ability. Luxury, this is for your high-end stuff, your yachts and limousines and all that kind of stuff. Remember, encourage your customers to get travel insurance. If you haven't got your link set up, make sure you do that. We have the travel insurance training in the back in your profile section. You will get a link from us once you complete it, and then you copy and paste that link. So that way, when someone wants to add travel insurance, that's a huge commissionable product. Remember, we provide as a part of your participation with us. There's other companies that are charged fees for every person that's associated with this particular benefit. So this is the online shopping and rebate platform that we provide your customers, something better than Orbitz and Expedia even does. It allows them to have access on savings and discounts on name brand shopping malls and every category of commerce you could think of. So that's a cool little benefit that we provide to your customers on behalf of you. And then remember, this is your in-consumer booking engine. You'll know that you're on the in-consumer booking engine because it says customer.travology.com. So when you come in here, we have a co-partnership with my partner agency, myself, Travology, and Costamar. And we have, you know, the basics. We are going to be adding tours. So we are going to be adding a tour section here next week. So we're going to be excited about introducing that. Those are guided tours, another general way for you guys to make money in commission. So you make money on everything that's up here. Remember, if they are booking a hotel, your customer could save up to 10% off of what the best online price is. Now, another thing that I want to show you guys down here is these are all some of the preferred hotels that we have relationships with, so your customers can get the greatest rates. But check this out, everybody. If your customer or yourself has a problem or an issue, we have designated assistance for your customers, and they'll know it's coming from, you know, to be tracked back to you if the booking gets done. There's the hours of operation. This is Eastern time. So from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern, we have actual live assistance and help. Someone could actually email and get help there. And so, you know, we want to provide everything that you can in regards to support. And then also price match. Remember, price match is really important. If your customer thinks that they found it somewhere cheaper, or if you're on your actual agent net rate engine for your own personal travel, they could click on price match. And when they go to price match, it's going to give you the details, the rules, and how all that works. They submit. And let me tell you something, there's no host agency. And I'm going to, in probably 2 weeks, we're going to do a special webinar that's just going to be a business overview. Okay. So if you have people that are interested in getting involved in the travel industry, they want to start a travel business, maybe they're existing travel agents with another host agency, I'm going to be doing just a full-blown presentation in about 2 weeks. I'll get you the dates on that. Next week, we have a river cruise in the United States. It's called American Cruise. These guys go through all of the different rivers in the United States. So it's another preferred supplier that we have. So they'll be coming on next week. I'm not going to be on that call. I'll be traveling to Brazil. So Kelly will be manning the ship, as they say, and recording it for y'all and leading that particular webinar. But we will get that information out when we do have it, so you can invite guests and invite your agent team so they could learn about getting involved in the incredible travel industry. But these are some of the important things that you know, we have going on with our program, and we just want to make sure that you guys know that, you know, each time that you come aboard with us and get on these presentations and trainings, you're going to find some great new information. So we just talked about the price match, talked about live support, talked about our people that are available, not only on your net rate engine, but on the customer website also. Don't forget, for those of you that haven't provided us your W-9, we can't pay commissions out until we receive that. And we just want to make sure that y'all know that the best way to build the business is by getting out there, sending out those $200 hotel savers electronically. But the best way to generate new recruits in terms of customers and clients is to go out and hand out those physical hotel savers. So when you hand out those physical hotel savers, you're generating a new prospect, because when they go in and sign up for their hotel saver, that information will end up getting into your back office. And once that's there, that becomes a prospect, and then you follow up with them and say, hey, thanks for signing up. How about becoming a VIP customer? Here's all the benefits. And also not only have $200 in hotel savings, but you could have a 10% hotel savings moving forward. So it's a great way to generate new prospects to become your customer for travel. And so we're really encouraged that, you know, people are getting excited and enthusiastic about, you know, travel and some of the great things we have going on. I think I talked about last time, we have a trade show going on in November in Irving, Texas, and we have 2 spots left. So we only have 2 spots left. If you want to participate with that, it's a honeymoon and bridal show, and we will generate leads of people looking for a honeymoon, and we will generate some leads for some other areas of opportunity. So I want to thank everybody for being on our weekly quick start training. Once again, you know that we're always available to assist and help in any things that you guys may have, and wish you guys a great rest of the week. And make sure that you are real nice to Kelly next week, because I won't be here to police you guys. Okay. All right. Oh, qualifying for the FAM trip. All right. In order to go on any FAM trips that are Travology, number one, you got to get your, we'll bypass the CLIA thing until October, but you got to get your CLIA ID card, because you have to identify yourself as a travel agent. So if you're going on a FAM before the end of the year, you got to get your CLIA now. If you're going to go on that January one, you could get it in October, because they CLIA issues the IDs. Because you want to make sure y'all have your agent ID with you. Second, you need to be a part of ASTA. If you're not willing to be a part of ASTA and be a part of that important consortium and get all that training and go to our ASTA events with me and you know, really experience some of the things you'll never have access to in the industry, go get on that ASTA, because we are till the end of the year subsidizing $20. So it's $70 to get ASTA. We're subsidizing 20 of it. And then that gets you in the door for additional events and training and things that we're doing. Matter of fact, we got an ASTA conference going on in a couple of weeks in San Francisco that I'm actually going to go to. So if you get ASTA, you get your CLIA, you'll be eligible to go on our FAM trips. And that's kind of how we're going to work it with Travology, because that means that you're serious, you want to be engaged, you want to get trained properly, and you're interested in really finding a destination to become a specialist, to work on doing where money's made, and that's doing groups. So to me, it's the ultimate lifestyle: traveling the world, leading groups, traveling for free, and making money while you're doing it. So once again, thanks everybody for being with us, and we'll see you next time I'm on. But be looking for the email this week with the link for the recording of this webinar that you want to get out to your team and anyone else, and then also the details of what we'll be doing for this coming up Saturday's webinar. All right, everybody, have a good rest of the week, and hope you guys all enjoyed some information on another location in Egypt. All right, thanks everybody. You can't see me, but I'm waving.